the Lions Gate portal. I mean, are you guys ready? It's 8 and 2021. Right now, the stars are aligned that you have Jupiter on one side in a perfect aspect, and you have Saturn on one side, and we have a moon that is dark. It's a new moon. So anything can happen. You could put your intent, and then right there with the new moon, we have the sun completely aligned in Leo to the earth. It's kind of like think of it like a slingshot, okay? Like you want to take it and you want to sling out what you intend. And we want our intent to be something awesome today, because we don't want this portal to go unchecked. We want to come through the portal singing and dancing and shouting and saying victory. And no matter what we got, no matter how we feel. Today I woke up and I said, I just don't think I can make it today, because last night I was breakdancing in bed. You ever get that
way to do it?
Well, it was like, I should have drank more water, should have had more electrolytes, all that stuff running through your mind, and then your husband goes, what's wrong with you? And I'm twitching. And then when I got up this morning, I thought, I don't think I can make it. And then I thought, there's that line portal today, and I am not going to miss this. I have to be here because, go one, we all go. And yesterday, let me tell you about yesterday and the day before. I was selling rocks. I was with Lena, and we were working a crowd. I mean, they had some band, and I couldn't even tell you who they are, but I guess they were some very what do you call that? Notarized. And anyway, I showed up, and Lena said, you missed them. And there was a guy who was a dish guy, and he was next to us. He goes, you missed them. They were here. They came by to look at our look at all the venues here and all the, and I'm like, oh, I missed it. Bummer, And so anyway, I was doing my thing, and I was rapping rocks and talking to people, and then all of a sudden these guys came up, and I started talking to them, and I was rapping rocks, and they were talking to me, and we were having a lot of fun, we were joking around, and then Lena was just like, and then they left. She goes, did you know who those guys were? And I'm like, no. And she said, well, then some reporter came up and was talking to them, and it was just a really fun exchange, and I didn't see them as anything other than who they were, and then Lena says, I think that's why they liked you, Carrie. It was a fun experience. It was, because they were just really cool people, and they really liked rocks, and so we had a lot in common. I guess they were rock stars too, on top of that. And then the children that were there, and they were coming by the hordes, and the children and how they loved rocks. And we had the rock band was over in one area, and we were in another area, and we had like a group of people, and they'd come and they would just hang out with us, and they'd sit under our tree, and they would talk, and then they would leave, and then another group of people would come, and it was kind of like we were having our little service off in the corner underneath this tree, and there was so many people that were so hungry for spirituality, and they kept on, talking about, about spiritual, enlightenment, and where they were, and how they were, growing, and how they were seeing the world. And I passed out every card that I had for the spiritual center, and then I was wishing I had more. And it was that fun, and I really feel right here, right now, we're on the apex of a great awakening, because people are waking up, and instead of being, out there alone, they're realizing that they need someone of like faith, like passion, and I have a feeling that, the people here that have held these doors open, that have given their time, their talent, and their resources for so long, and payday is coming, because you have left this spot, you have saved a space, a sacred space for the people that are going to need it, and they're coming, and it's going to be amazing. Because I got to talk to them all day yesterday and all day the day before. I have no doubt they're out there, and they are very excited about it. I wish I had $1. I would have made more money for every time I heard is, we didn't know there was a place like this in town. We did not know that there was a place like this in town. Oh,
where are they?
Well, they're probably dead dog tired like I was this morning. We probably break danced all night last night. But I have a feeling that we are going to see so many that are coming to the center, and they're going to find the spiritual uplifting. They're going through the portal, the Lion's Gate. So, do we have anyone here that has some praise report, something